Wagwan, what's great? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome and thank you very much for stopping by. My name is Chef Adrian Morris and you're watching Morris Time Cooking.
We know about sardine, mackerel, chicken neck, chicken back. Nothing our waste, nothing our dash way.
So we're going to be kickstarting some jerk chicken spring roll, and the first thing I want to use is 3 tablespoons of green seasoning, because we're going to be making up a quick jerk marinade, right? I have a video out on how to make your jerk marinade from scratch, but this is a speed up version. So 2 to 3 tablespoons of green seasoning. I also have a video out on green seasoning. Half of a lemon or lime, some freshly squeezed lime juice. Gonna be going in with a little bit of scotch bonnet. You can use this in your blender if you have that. So I'm gonna chop up some scotch bonnet pepper here, just to add a little bit of flavor to this. There we go, scotch bonnet peppers. Gonna add that, or you can go in with the amount to your spice tolerance, right? Gonna go in with some oil, about 2 tablespoons. In the green seasoning, I have scotch bonnet pepper, onion, garlic, scallion, all of those good stuff, right? But this is the quicker version how you can achieve your jerk marinade at home. But I just add a little bit of pepper in here just to bring up the spiciness, as well as the lime juice just to give it a little bit of freshness, right? Store-bought jerk seasoning, so you can buy your dry jerk rub, and I'm gonna add about 2.5 tablespoons of that jerk rub in here. Nice. I'm gonna go in with a tablespoon of all-purpose seasoning. Last but not least, a touch of browning sauce. You call this caramel or burnt sugar, and this is about a half teaspoon, and this will give us color. So we're just gonna mix all of that together. As I said, you can blend this out in a blender if you want to, but I'm just gonna be doing it right here. And there it is, how to whip up your jerk marinade using dry jerk rub, real quick and easy. So to kickstart the jerk chicken, I have 4 thighs right here, and these are boneless, skinless. I wash them with some lime and water, and then I rinse that off, pat dry it. I left a little bit of the fat on there because that will bring us some flavor, right? So we're gonna season up that now with our jerk marinade that we just made. Look at that. Right? You can always add a little bit more oil just to bring out that juiciness. So I'm gonna go in with about a 1/4 cup of this jerk marinade right here, and I'm gonna massage that in. So real quick, real easy. There you go, well seasoned. I'm gonna set this aside to marinate. For vegetables, I'm gonna go in 1/4 of a bell pepper of each color, red, green, and yellow. So I'm gonna go in with 3/4 of a green cabbage. All right, so for a choice of vegetables, I have here half of a medium carrot. I'm gonna cut those into strips, and then we're gonna julienne those. Next up, we're gonna chop up our bell peppers. Half of a white onion, and we're gonna chop that up as well. We have 3 garlic cloves, we're gonna smash those. And chop. Last but not least, we're gonna chop that cabbage into nice bite-sized pieces. So when you get to this part here where you have the stem, try to go against that, because we don't want the entire stem into the cabbage. In the meantime, I'm gonna pop these in my air fryer. And I added about a 1/4 cup of water to the remainder of that jerk marinade that's in the bowl. I'm gonna add that to the bottom of our air fryer. Trust me, we're gonna be using this later. So into our air fryer for about 20 minutes on 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can flip this halfway through. I'm gonna go in with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of butter, right? Gonna allow that to melt. We're gonna hit that now with our onion. Get these nice and translucent. All that flavor from the butter, beautiful. Once that's nice and translucent, about a minute in, we're going to go into our carrots. We're going to go in with half teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, just to bring some flavor to everything that's going. We're going to hit that with our garlic now, and then our cabbage. Stir that up nicely. A half teaspoon of that all-purpose seasoning, just to ensure that everything is nice and flavorful, right? Cabbage is sweating out nicely. I'm gonna go into some fresh thyme. What I wanna do is to remove everything off the sprig. Just gonna pull the thyme leaves off the stems, because I don't want the stems in here. Lastly, we're gonna add our bell peppers and our scotch bonnet pepper. We'll put the bell peppers in last, because we don't want them to be overly cooked. That's looking good. At this point now you can taste to see what's happening. Gonna go into some black pepper. About a half teaspoon. A teaspoon of the jerk seasoning. Stir that up. And another half teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning. So in total, I went in with 2.5 teaspoons of all-purpose seasoning, 1 teaspoon of that jerk seasoning to introduce the jerk flavor, right? And then, you know, of course, we added 2 tablespoons of the butter, 2 tablespoons of the oil. And trust me, all those vegetables, everything is looking amazing. Yeah? So we're just gonna kill the heat as I just did. We're gonna allow this to cool down to an extent, and then we're gonna put that cooked jerk chicken in. And trust me, oh my days. After about 15 minutes in the air fryer, I flipped it 7 minutes halfway through, and we're good to go. Nice and still looking juicy. We're just gonna cut these into strips. Nice. Ooh, these are juicy. Look how juicy these are. Hot. Gonna add that to our cabbage. Beautiful. Can whip that up and have it just like this. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna toss those together. And there you go. The jerk chicken and cabbage. Nice and proper. I'm gonna go in with my spring roll wrappers. I got these from Walmart in the frozen section. These ones, I removed them from the freezer like the night before. And you just peel them off just like that. I like to peel them, prep them up, leave them on a plastic wrap. That way they don't dry out, because the ends gets crystallized easily, right? So I'm going to be working it one first. And as I said, once you do that, you cover that up just so it doesn't dry out. And we're going to set this to the side. Grab yourself one pastry sheet. You're going to turn it towards you. And because this is so thin, whereas you can see your fingers through, because it's so thin, we want it to be nice and crunchy. How are we going to do that? We're going to pull the end, the diamond, so put it in a diamond shape, and that end that's towards you, you pull it away from you, and you allow it to align with these tips right here, right? What you're creating is a base right here for the filling, and that way it won't be saggy. So you're already creating a base for your filling, so it won't be saggy. So with our filling now, we're gonna grab at least a piece of chicken, one nice big piece of that chicken. Grab enough for the vegetables, make sure that you get some cabbage, carrots, everything in there. We're gonna give it a nice serving right here. We're gonna hold on to it, bring that over itself while tucking under. You tuck under and you squeeze just like so. Give my fingers a wipe. Once you bring it to that extent, you're gonna now bring the ends in. So you get a nice flush look at the end, just like so. Bring those in. And again, you're creating more layers so that this can be nice and crispy. Now, you're gonna tuck them in and roll nice and tight. So you roll that nice and tight, get your egg wash, and you place it at the very end, and you roll. Tuck it up nicely, and there you go. One beautiful spring roll down. I want to put these on a clean plate. Ensure not to let them touch because they will stick and rip. So you put those on a clean plate. I'm going to set that to the side. And there you go. Nice and tucked and firm, right? You can freeze these if you want to, or you can fry them all at once. I'm going to freeze about half the amount of this. I'm going to cook about 6 of these, right? So our oil is heated up. You want to grease your basket just so nothing doesn't stick. And then I'm going to go in with about 6 of these. I'm going to fry these until nice and golden brown all around for about 5 or so minutes. Gonna pull those up, looking nice and golden brown. Beautiful. So just gonna allow these to drain nicely. That's the drippings from that chicken in the bottom of our air fryer. That is literally gonna be our sauce. I'm gonna go in with a tablespoon, the 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise, a touch of honey, about a teaspoon of honey, just to mild out the spiciness. This is optional, but some paprika. I want to give it a nice color. And that's it. We're just going to mix that together. That's basically the sauce. You can also do the Scotch bonnet aioli, which I have a video out on, so you can check that out at your convenience. Or you can serve this up with some Thai chili sauce, not so spicy, or some plum sauce. Just really and truly your preference of sauce, right? Look at that quick sauce. So I'm going to use about, not too much. This have the honey in there so it's not so spicy. There we go. Give that a dip. Give it a taste. That is it, my friends. Leave a thumbs up on the video, leave a comment below, and say if you love my vibe, don't forget to hit subscribe. Jono, try it out at home, you won't be disappointed. Once again, thank you very much for watching. You see, until next time, safe travel upon the gravel, and go and big up on yourself.